Archangels warn you are in danger because of your neighbor. Listen now, my beloved child, tonight something invisible is moving around you. And the angels are whispering your name with urgency. They are showing a vision, a moment, a truth that has been hidden behind the walls of your own home. Your neighbor, the one you never suspected, the one who always acted normal, is carrying an energy that is not safe for you. Angels are standing near your door, watching every movement, every intention, every silent plan, unfolding behind your back. They are telling you that something huge is waiting for you. But before that blessing can reach, the truth must be revealed. They want you to stay till the last second of this message because the warning is not small. It is life redirecting. Someone around you has been observing you too closely, speaking about you when you're not there and creating a cloud of negativity around your path. Angels say they've been tracking this energy for weeks, waiting for the right moment to show you everything. Amen. Listen carefully now because this part is the turning point. The moment where everything starts making sense. Angels say your neighbor has been sensing your rising blessings, your unexpected breakthroughs and the divine shift preparing to enter your life. And jealousy, silent, sharp, hidden jealousy has been growing inside them. They are not attacking you physically, not creating visible drama, but energetically they have been trying to block what was meant to reach you. They have been talking in ways that misguide others about you, throwing subtle negativity in conversations, twisting the truth just enough to stain your image. The angels have seen it all. Every whisper, every fake smile, every moment they try to look inside your life more than they should. This neighbor has been trying to figure out how you're getting stronger, why doors are opening for you, why blessings are surrounding you. The angels say their intentions are not pure. Someone is watching you not with admiration but with fear that you might rise higher than they ever expected. Amen. But here comes the shocking part. The one that will shake your heart for a second but also free you. Angels say the danger is not what you think. It is not physical harm, not threats, not dark actions. The danger is energetic contamination. The danger is that their envy was becoming a silent weight on your path. They were unintentionally sending negativity toward your plans, your relationships, your peace, your success, and the angels stepped in because they refused to see your destiny getting slowed down by someone who doesn't even know the power you carry. Angels are commanding you to listen. You are being protected in real time. You are being lifted out of every hidden negativity. You are being shifted into a season where no neighbor, no environment, no jealous eye can block what is coming your way. Something huge is waiting for you. A blessing that will prove why angels are guarding you so fiercely right now. Stay prepared. Stay aware. Stay unshaken. Because what's coming is far bigger than the danger behind you. Amen. My beloved child, the angels say this is the moment you must not blink, not scroll, not look away, because the truth unfolding now is the part they tried to hide from you the most. The neighbor you thought was harmless, the one who pretended to be calm, collected, friendly, has been quietly studying your every move. Angels show a scene, them standing near their window, listening, observing, guessing what is happening inside your life. They sensed your energy rising. They felt your destiny shifting and something inside them refused to accept it. That's where the danger began. Not through actions, but through intentions. Angels have watched them create stories about you that never existed. Passing comments that look normal on the surface, but carry hidden negativity beneath. They've been trying to influence how others see you, how others speak about you, how others treat you, all because they fear your glow. Angels say their fear of your success grew into insecurity, and their insecurity started turning into silent attempts to block your path. Before you go ahead, angels insisted, share this message to protect your energy, because when you share light, negativity loses its power. Amen. Now something deeper unfolds. Something that will send shivers through anyone hearing this. Angels show that this neighbor wasn't just talking. They were manifesting negativity unknowingly. Each time they felt jealous, each time they compared themselves to you, each time they realized you were becoming stronger, they released a kind of silent energetic push that tried to hold you down. It wasn't intentional evil. It was emotional weakness. But weakness becomes danger when left unchecked. Angels repeatedly tried to nudge them toward peace, but they didn't listen. Instead, they started watching your blessings too closely, your happiness too closely, your progress too closely. They stored unnecessary information about you. When you leave, when you return, what you achieve, what you receive. They began telling people things about you just to make themselves feel better. Angels say, this person underestimated your spiritual protection. They thought their whispers would slow you, but your angels have been blocking every ripple of negativity coming your way. And now the angels ask you comment amen if you accept their protection, because your affirmation activates the shield around you. Amen. And now comes the sudden twist. The part that angels say is the real reason they sent this urgent message today. Your neighbor's energy was beginning to attach to your life. Their jealousy was starting to influence your atmosphere. Their silent thoughts were interfering with the flow of blessings meant for you. And the angels had enough. They stepped in with divine authority. Right now, a separation is happening. Angels are cutting energetic cords, disconnecting pathways, shutting down the spiritual channels where their negativity was entering. That's why lately you've been feeling a sudden shift, a sudden heaviness, a sudden intuition that something around you is off. It wasn't your imagination. It was angelic awareness awakening you. And now the angels announce something powerful. You are stepping into a season where no neighbor, no jealousy, no hidden intention can touch your destiny. They want you to stay connected because something huge is waiting for you. A breakthrough that will silence every whisper spoken against you. Before this part ends, angels softly guide you. If you feel this message, share it so the negativity breaks completely. Amen. My beloved child, the angels say this is the part where the hidden truth becomes impossible to ignore. Something has been happening behind your back that you didn't notice. A subtle shift in energy every time you walked past your neighbor. A strange heaviness whenever you crossed their path. A sudden discomfort in your own space without knowing why. Angels reveal that your neighbor has been projecting thoughts toward you. Thoughts filled with insecurity, comparison, and silent judgment. They didn't speak it out loud, but their mind carried emotions that weighed heavily on your spiritual environment. And angels watched how those emotions started interfering with your peace, your mood, your confidence. Every time your blessings increased, their restlessness increased. Every time you were about to step into something big, they unknowingly pushed negative energy into the air. Angels say this is why they rushed to warn you. Not because your neighbor is dangerous, but because their energy is unstable. And unstable energy becomes spiritual danger. Something huge is waiting for you. But angels must first clean the space around your destiny. Amen. Now listen to this revelation, because this is the part that will shock many hearts. Angels say your neighbor has been carrying unspoken jealousy toward you, not because of what you have but because of who you are. Your light irritates them because it exposes their darkness. Your progress bothers them because it reminds them of their own stagnation. Your inner strength threatens them because it reflects their inner weakness. They don't hate you, they envy your resilience. They don't dislike you, they dislike the way life keeps lifting you. And each time they watched you receive blessings, a silent competition began inside them. Angels show that they even tried to copy you, your habits, your ideas, your way of speaking, but they couldn't replicate your energy. That failure turned into frustration. Frustration turned into silent negativity, and that negativity turned into spiritual interference. Angels had to step in before it crossed into something worse. They protected your path, guarded your blessings, blocked every attempt, seen or unseen, that could have slowed your rise. Amen. And here comes the breathtaking twist. The moment where the angels reveal why all of this is happening now. The reason their negativity increased is because something massive is coming toward you. Angels say a breakthrough, a shift, a divine opening is on the way. Your destiny is aligning so powerfully that people around you can feel it even before it reaches you. Your neighbor sensed something big circling you like a storm of blessings preparing to land. They felt an energy that didn't belong to ordinary life, a vibration that hinted your time is near. Instead of celebrating your rise, their insecurity tried to block it. But angels say no one can stop what heaven has already written. You are entering a season where everything you touch will shift. Everything meant for you will arrive, everything delayed will accelerate. Angels want you to stay connected, stay grounded, stay unbothered, because your neighbor's jealousy has no power over divine timing. Something huge is waiting for you, and angels will make sure you reach it untouched. Amen. My beloved child. The angels say this part is the most crucial, the most intense, the moment where the entire hidden truth becomes crystal clear. They are revealing that your neighbor's energy did not become dangerous overnight. It has been building slowly, piece by piece, emotion by emotion, until it formed a silent spiritual cloud around your environment. The angels watched how your neighbors started reacting whenever your life improved. How their eyes changed whenever you received blessings. How their mind grew restless whenever they sensed divine favor around you. They never spoke it out loud, but they carried a vibration that directly clashed with your destiny. Angels show that their jealousy wasn't personal. It was triggered by the light inside you. Their spirit couldn't handle the purity of your energy. So their insecurity tried to resist it. That resistance created the danger. Not physical, not loud, not direct, but energetic. And the angels say you were being spiritually drained without knowing why. Before this paragraph ends, angels softly guide you. Sharing light breaks negative energy. So sharing this message keeps your path protected. Amen. Now the angels reveal a deeper layer. The part that has remained completely unseen by everyone around you. Your neighbor didn't only feel threatened by your blessings. They felt threatened by your purpose. You carry a destiny that is beyond normal understanding. Your presence shifts atmospheres. Your energy influences spaces. Your spirit attracts opportunities even when you're doing nothing. And this kind of aura makes small-minded people uncomfortable. Angels say your neighbor began competing with you in ways you never noticed, trying to match your progress, imitate your lifestyle, copy your ideas. But each attempt failed because divine favor cannot be duplicated. Their frustration grew into emotional weight, and that emotional weight turned into silent spiritual interference. The angels intervened repeatedly, shielding your home, protecting your sleep, guarding your blessings. And they now instruct, if this message resonates, leave a simple Amen blessing below, because your affirmation strengthens your spiritual protection and disconnects negative cords instantly. Amen. And now comes the divine twist. The moment that explains why angels chose today to reveal everything. Your neighbor sensed a shift that even you haven't fully realized yet. They felt something big circling you. A breakthrough, a transformation, a divine elevation so powerful that it scared them. They didn't know what it was, but they felt your energy rising higher than ever. That rise triggered their insecurity, and their insecurity created the danger. The angels are cutting that danger off completely. They are cleansing your surroundings, restoring your peace, and pushing you into a timeline where no negative intention can follow you. Angels say you are entering a season where your blessings will multiply so fast that the same neighbor who envied you will be speechless. You are protected, guided, lifted, and surrounded by divine forces. Something huge is waiting for you. Bigger than their jealousy, bigger than their whispers, bigger than their intentions. Before this part closes, angels gently remind, spreading light dissolves negativity. So if guided, share this message to complete the protection circle around you. Amen. My beloved child, the angels say this part carries the heaviest truth. The truth they waited until now to reveal because your spirit needed to be strong enough to hear it. Your neighbor wasn't just jealous. They were intimidated by your destiny. They felt something around you that they couldn't explain. A force, a blessing, an unseen protection that made them feel smaller in comparison. Every time you walked by, your energy disrupted their insecurity. Every time you succeeded, your light exposed their unhealed wounds. Angels say your spirit was shining so brightly that it triggered the darkness in them. And that darkness quietly started resisting you. Not through actions, not through words, but through emotions. Their fear, their envy, their comparison, all formed an energetic wall that tried to drain your blessings. And angels watched it all silently. They protected you from spiritual leakage, guarded your opportunities, and kept your destiny intact even when invisible negativity tried to slow it. Something huge is waiting for you, and angels had to remove every hidden danger before it arrived. Amen. Now listen to this next revelation, because this is where the angels expose the part no one around you knows, not even your neighbor themselves. They were unintentionally pulling from your energy. Angels show that when you were tired for no reason, when your mood suddenly dropped, when you felt heaviness without explanation, it was because their energy was unconsciously attaching to yours. They admired you and disliked you at the same time. They wanted your blessings, but didn't want you to have them. This emotional conflict created a silent spiritual drain. Angels stepped in to block it because your destiny is too powerful to be affected by someone who doesn't understand their own emotions. The angels say your neighbor was never your enemy. They were their own enemy. Their inner chaos spilled toward you and angels had to shield you. They remind you, comment, Amen. Blessing to seal your protection, because your affirmation clears any residue of negativity still lingering around you. Amen. And now comes the divine confirmation. The moment angels want you to embrace with your whole heart. You have crossed the danger. You are out of the energetic shadow. You are stepping into a timeline where nothing connected to jealousy, insecurity, or hidden negativity can touch you again. Angels say this purification was necessary because what's coming for you is too big, too divine, too life-changing to be surrounded by wrong energy. Your neighbor sensed your breakthrough before you did. They felt the vibration of a blessing that will transform your entire life. That blessing is approaching fast. Angels say, prepare yourself. Your season of unstoppable elevation has begun. Doors that were closed will open. Delays will disappear. The weight you carried will lift. Your home will feel lighter. Your spirit will feel stronger, and the same neighbor who felt threatened by your rise will one day witness your divine transformation with silent disbelief. Something huge is waiting for you, and angels are guiding you straight into it. Amen. My beloved child, the angels say this part carries the most intense exposure. The moment where the veil is lifted completely and the truth stands naked in front of your destiny. The angels reveal that your neighbor was never intentionally evil. Instead, their spirit was overwhelmed by the radiance of your calling. They sensed something divine rising in you, something that made them feel powerless in comparison. Every time you smiled, they felt threatened. Every time you grew, they felt smaller. Every time you healed, they felt more broken. And this emotional imbalance created an energetic disturbance around your home. Angels watched how their insecurity began forming a spiritual pressure, a subtle heaviness that floated into your life whenever they thought about you with envy. This wasn't accidental. It was a response to your elevation. Their soul didn't know how to handle your light, so it reacted with silent resistance. Angels say, your light woke up their shadow. And that shadow became a danger the angels had to confront. Amen. Now comes the deeper truth. The one the angels waited until this moment to reveal. Your neighbor wasn't just observing you. They were unintentionally absorbing pieces of your energy. Angels show scenes where you would feel drained after crossing paths with them. Moments where your motivation would suddenly drop. Days where your mood shifted without reason. These weren't random. They were energetic responses to someone who was subconsciously pulling from your aura. People often borrow energy from those they admire. But when admiration mixes with jealousy, the pull becomes dangerous. It becomes draining. It becomes spiritually heavy. Angels stepped in to block this transmission because your destiny requires your full energy, not fragments lost to someone who doesn't even understand their own heart. Angels now remind you, gently comment, Amen. Blessing to strengthen your energetic shield because your words carry spiritual authority. Amen. And now here comes the divine elevation, the part angels want your soul to embrace fully. You have been moved into a protected timeline. A spiritual barrier now stands between you and any negativity originating from this neighbor or anyone else. Angels say your path is being cleared for something extraordinary. A breakthrough, a shift, a miracle-sized blessing is aligning with your name. This is why your neighbor reacted the way they did. They sensed the vibration of your next season before you even realized it. They felt your destiny buzzing with divine energy. They felt your life preparing to transform. Angels say no jealousy, no insecurity, no silent negativity can stop what heaven is preparing for you. Your elevation is unstoppable. Your breakthrough is guaranteed. Your protection is sealed. Angels are guiding you toward a blessing that will expand your life beyond anything you have imagined. Something huge is waiting for you. Bigger than their jealousy, bigger than your past, bigger than your fear. Amen. My beloved child, the angels say this part reveals the deepest layer of the truth, the one they kept hidden until now because your spirit needed to reach a certain level of strength before hearing it. Angels show that your neighbor didn't just feel threatened by your blessings. They felt unsettled by your spiritual authority. You carry a rare divine energy that shifts atmospheres the moment you walk in. Your presence awakens people's hidden emotions, their admiration, their insecurities, their fears, their envy, everything. Your neighbor felt this power intensely more than anyone else around you. Each time you passed by, their inner shadows reacted like alarms being triggered. Angels say your light was too powerful for their wounded spirit. This is why their energy became unstable. This is why their emotions collided into silent negativity. And this is why angels intervened, because your destiny is too sacred to be affected by someone who doesn't even understand the magnitude of your purpose. Amen. Now, the angels reveal something even more shocking. Something that explains every strange feeling you've had in your environment. Your neighbor wasn't just observing you. They were unintentionally mirroring your life. They tried to match your patterns, copy your moves, and imitate your mindset, not because they hated you, but because they wished they had your strength. Angels say this created an energetic entanglement, a spiritual interference where their insecurities tried to bind themselves to your blessings. This is why you sometimes felt blocked, delayed, or emotionally heavy without understanding why. You were carrying a weight that wasn't yours. Angels stepped in fiercely to cut this entanglement. They are restoring your energy, separating your destiny from every emotional shadow that was affecting you. And the angels whisper gently comment, Amen. Blessing to finalize this separation because your affirmation seals the spiritual boundary permanently. Amen. And now comes the divine rise. The Moment angels want you to hold tightly because it marks the beginning of your new spiritual chapter. The angels say the danger is gone. The interference is broken. The negativity is dissolved. You are stepping into a season where your energy will be untouched. Your path will be clear and your blessings will flow without interruption. Angels say you are entering a phase where everything you lost will return multiplied. They are elevating you above every jealous eye, lifting you into a higher spiritual frequency where no neighbor, no negativity, no unseen emotion can reach you. Angels reveal that the reason your neighbor reacted so strongly is because your next blessing carries massive divine weight. My beloved child, the angels say this part carries the most intense spiritual unveiling. The moment where every hidden layer of this situation becomes visible. Angels show that your neighbor didn't simply feel jealousy. They felt spiritually overwhelmed by your presence. You carry an aura that naturally exposes truth. And people who hide emotional wounds feel threatened around you. Whenever you walked past them, their spirit reacted like a mirror reflecting every insecurity they tried to ignore. Angels say your existence awakened a battle inside them. It wasn't that they disliked you. It was that they couldn't handle the energy you brought into their environment. This internal conflict created the silent danger. Not physical but vibrational. Not intentional but emotional. Their energy became unstable and angels had to guard your spirit from being affected. They shielded your home, protected your sleep, and lifted your aura above the reach of their emotional shadows. Something huge is waiting for you. And the angels are ensuring no hidden negativity can touch it. Amen. Now comes the deeper revelation, the one the angels say your soul must understand clearly. Your neighbor was unintentionally tapping into your energy field. Angels show that every time they compared themselves to you, every time they felt insecure because of your success, every time they wondered why you were rising, they created a cord of emotional attachment. This cord became a spiritual drain, pulling your energy without either of you realizing it. That's why you sometimes felt tired without reason or suddenly heavy or mentally foggy even on calm days. It was never your burden. It was their emotional projection attaching itself to your aura. Angels stepped in to cut this cord completely. They disconnected your spirit from their insecurity. You are now entering a phase where you will feel lighter, clearer, stronger, and more aligned with your divine purpose. And angels whisper softly, comment, Amen. Blessing to strengthen the final seal of protection because your words activate the spiritual shield around your path. Amen. And now comes the divine climax. The moment angels say will shift your entire future. You were never in physical danger. You were in energetic danger. And that danger has been fully destroyed. Angels say your blessings are too powerful to be blocked. Your destiny is too high to be interrupted. Your rise is too divine to be slowed by anyone's insecurity. The reason your neighbor reacted so intensely is because they sensed the magnitude of your next breakthrough. They felt an energy around you that even you haven't fully recognized. An energy of transformation, of sudden blessings, of unexpected opportunities, of spiritual elevation. You are stepping into a season where everything that once resisted you will now clear the path for you. Angels say the interference has ended, the shadow has lifted and the doors ahead of you are opening with unstoppable force. Something huge is waiting for you and angels are guiding you directly into it without any obstacles left in your path. Amen. Subscribe Manifestage Archangel TO. Listen God's talk and wisdom every day.